Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of major championship golf. Welcome to EA Sports. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of major champion. Select your gameplay preferences here. That's it. Now take a minute to look around or select Quick Play to get out to the course.
Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of major championship golf. Welcome to EA Sports. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of major champ. Select your gameplay preferences here. Sports. Exclusive home of major champ. Select your gameplay preferences.
It's mainly big in the UK, UK and the US. You got Jason Day, Jessica Corder, Daniela Kang, Brooks Koemper, Jin Young Ko, Bryson DeChambeau, Lexi Thompson. Sorry if I'm butchering. St Andrews links.
EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to the place where it all began. They've been playing golf here since the 15th century on the old course at St. Andrews. Rich Lerner up in the tower, pleased to be joined as always by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, we cannot talk about the old course without talking about bunkers, 112 of them in all. We know they can derail around, so what's the key to avoiding them?
You just mentioned it, really avoid those bunkers. They're beautifully positioned. If they're downwind, you'd be surprised. The ball can run 60 or 70 yards. So you might be wondering why that bunker's down there, and then all of a sudden you find it. So just keep your eyes open. But yeah, it's a beautiful walk, and that's really the way golf was invented and should be played, especially
button on the game
at
pad,
St.
which
Andrews.
shows the entire map. I don't want to mess too much with everything, but you can change your golf clubs with the L1 and R1 buttons, and L2 and R2. You can change the clubs. You can do a power drive, a punch, different types of shots. You can see you can move the ball where you want the direction of the ball to go with the left analog stick. Right analog stick you use to swing the ball, just like in the older Tiger Woods PGA games. You can judge where it's gonna with the distance, I guess, with the up and down on the D-pad. You can, I think square is a retry or a mulligan. Triangle shows you where your shot's going to go, and X makes you go into the shot. With power shot, you can add some extra distance to your shot by tapping X or L1 during the backswing. Good to go. Whack that ball.
Oh, that's trouble.
And oh, that was pretty good. It's going to land in the water though. Yep,
that is into the water right away, so a tough way to get the round started.
Not great. So we can drop the ball where the ball entered the hazard. We can drop the ball where the previous shot was hit, or we can drop the ball in line with the pin and the hazard. And
so the drop taken, and now he'll try to find some way to fashion an up and down from where
lose some
he
points,
is and
of
still
course,
get out of here with a par.
Due to, popping the ball into the water, basically. Let's give it a go. We'll just use this tad bit. I used to stream PGA 2K21 and Rory McIlroy PGA Tour were like the games I mainly streamed when it comes to golf games. I have done 2K23, I've done EA PGA, and I've done PGA 2K25. And out of all them, I have the most joy with 2K21. When it comes to golf, I used to manage to just pull off some insane shots and stuff like that. I always felt it was just a lot more arcade friendly, a lot more beginner friendly, a lot more player. Kind of introduced you a little bit better to golf than the EA games in some ways. I'm just gonna take a shot right here. It's not too bad.
"12 feet still to go."
That's not too bad. I mean, we're on a par, so worse things could happen. I could fucking blast the ball all the way out into the fucking stratosphere. But, we'll take a par. Here's how to put. Putting, I mean, all it really is just judging the distance between your putt. Get a little bit shorter. You'll obviously come up a little bit closer, do it like that. You're obviously going to blast the ball away. give this a shot. I think this should be it. It's hard to judge at times. Sometimes you can have the wind that can help. Judging like the wind, the direction of the wind to the proximity of where you're going to shoot and shit like that, golf terms basically. So that was shit.
Oh no, that never had a chance.
Doing my best Tottenham versus Arsenal impression from tonight, and how that is relevant considering Tottenham were just absolutely fucking wanking that game.
Okay,
there we
that
go.
one
We've got a
definitely
bogey.
more than a tap in, but it goes down, and it'll wind up a bogey 5 here at the first. Moving
Oh,
now
great.
to the 411-yard par 4 second, featuring the first of the Old Course's double greens. Best to work a little left off the tee to avoid gorse and bunkers on the right. The ideal spot is
The
just
roster
to
in
the
PGA
right
2K
of
is a
Cheeks
lot more
bunker.
better. You get the likes of Tiger Woods, of course, due to him working exclusively with 2K. You don't get any of the legends like Jack Nicklaus or Arnold Palmer, but you get Tiger Woods. You get, I think, in one of the older games, you got Cedric the Entertainer. You also got Michael Jordan in one of them. From that one scene in Space Jam where he's playing golf. He's more known for minor
starting
league
up the
baseball
right
than
side.
golf, but he was in the game. Nice little shot there by Dustin. Didn't do too bad.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
A good break got him here. Now
Commentary
his second
is
to the par 4.
all right in the golf games. I mean, I think these two were from CBS, and I can't remember the PGA ones, to be honest. I think they're both from CBS. So anyway, we just got to judge where I'm going. I can change the approach for one, but I usually don't bother. I usually just stick to my guns. It's in the green, but it's miles away from the hole.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Shot, like obviously distance, etc. Blah blah blah. Try around here, maybe here or there. 2 viewers tonight. It's not too bad. I mean, we had 3. Bar the course with my Twitch streams, really. Next stream's going to be mute for Kong, Skull Island Riser Kong. And the next 2 games I have in line, which is NHL 26 and Madden NFL 22. They're going to have commentary, so it's going to be fun. And maybe I'll squeak in 2K, PGA 2K, just for some change between the EA and 2K efforts and golf. But I don't know. I shouldn't really be giving myself too many games to stream heading into the last week of February, because in March is my streamathon, of course, where I'm going to be streaming every single day of March. And that's gonna fuck me up quite a bit. So give this a shot. Yeah, miles away.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
if
not
I put it back a little
very
bit more, I would
confident
have actually
stroke.
got
That
it.
was
But
well short coming back up the hill from about 8 feet.
we can still make the par good enough. We just got to judge the wind. Kind of just judge everything, basically. Golf is luck when you think about it. That was close. Yeah, golf's all about luck, really. The whole point of golf is to score less.
So some stress here early in the round make it back-to-back bogeys here at 1 and 2.
That's not too
At the
bad.
third
2
hole
bogeys
now,
in a row
Frank,
is not
It
world
looks
ending when you've got
relatively
18
easy,
holes.
but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
Frustrating.
There is.
More
There's the
than
top
anything.
bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's
A bit
into
like
your
going up
face,
to
you
that
might want to be a
one
little cautious
person
and
that
go towards the middle of the golf
lives
course. But if
beside
it's
you
behind you,
and
well, then
not
it's
wanting
worth,
to punch the face.
challenging that right
But
side.
then you try to remember yourself the next day to punch the face in, but you still forget. Anyway, it's not shot shaping. So right around over to there is the hole. I'm just going to leave it here, so let's take a shot. And bang! Got a bit too much overswing. Bop.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
Yeah, that wasn't actually too bad. Come on, stay. Wasn't too bad.
So after that bomb of a drive, this is second to the par 4.
Hope everyone is enjoying their early Monday morning. All I've really been doing on Sunday was kind of the usual ordeal, which is look into the mirror, contemplate my life's choices, masturbate, cry in the corner, and then advertise the shit out of my Twitch, which you know. If I'm not marketing the fuck out of my own platform, I'm not doing a good job. Anyway, let's line this up. And this is someone you hate, and whack that ball. And we overshot. Commentary's gone quite oddly. What is pretty funny is if you do take quite a bit long, like in your idle animation commentary, I can't remember if it was in one of the EA PGA games or the PGA 2K games. The commentary will actually get on your back and be like, "Are you gonna take the shot?" or some shit like that, just like telling you to hurry up, basically. That's not too bad.
Just a little over ambitious on that chip shot. It just sailed past.
Anyway, there we go. So we can get a par. Just gonna do this.
Yeah, tough to get that all the way up the slope, but that's not too bad from there.
All right. Easy tapping.
So he'll need to do something to snap out of this string. It is now 3 straight bogeys to start his round. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the 4th at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee is really made for a very hard par 4. 2 ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot.
Okay, we're back again, and this is now the 4th hole of 18 at the old course in St Andrews, not the Birmingham City Football Stadium, of ironically the same name. Nice shot.
That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle.
What I do not like about PGA to
Second
PGA,
shot coming up, and we say
the
hello
PGA
to
games,
Iona
whether
Stephen.
it's EA or 2K.
We're looking at 138 yards left and the pin on the front portion.
What I don't like about the EA, fucking hell, the EA PGA games and the 2K PGA games is their over reliance on online play. Like, I don't mind locking a few modes out there on online play and stuff like that. Like NBA, besides NBA 2K, that game just feels like locked behind lots of online shit. But WWE 2K, they had the island mode, which was it was similar to the My City mode in NBA 2K. But that was locked behind online and having a 2K account, which, you know, for one mode wasn't too bad because I still got to experience the entire game, like exhibition shit, universe mode. Like I poured 100 hours into the game through universe mode. But for EA PGA and PGA 2K, career mode locked behind online play, and even then you've got to sign into EA account and a 2K account. And what happened to the day of just you buy the game, you install the game, and you get to experience the whole package basically? Like, I just hate the idea of having to sign in to a company account, and it's the same with Ubisoft in a lot of ways, because Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora and Star Wars Outlaws have done the same thing, which I just hate the idea. Mind you, Avatar is now third person, so they've kind of got rid of that, which is good. They've got not bad shots. You can always tell when it's a good shot. The line has gone blue. If it's gone red, it means you overshot.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par.
Yeah, here we go. Just do a short wedge, maybe. We'll rein it in a bit, and we'll take a nice little short one. Oh, we were close. Just needed a little less.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it.
If I put a little less power on the ball, I would have probably got it around here, somewhere like that. That would have been a little bit better than just on the current position I'm in. Oh, fucking.
Nope, didn't see the break,
man.
and that slides by to the left.
That was bullshit. Oh well, another bogey. God's sake.
Just a little sloppy right now. No other way to say it.
We're consistent.
Another bogey and 4 over for the day. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Shit,
yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th.
Well,
so
there's
good
some
tee
bunkers
shot,
right there.
and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
Alright, tits. Yeah, there we go. There's some tits right there. Some good old-fashioned tits. Boom. Put a bit too much overswing.
Well, that is right, and that could be trouble. Just no chance to hold the fairway there, and it bounds into the thick stuff.
Nice little shot there. Boop. Down the hill. Nope.
Well, that's really a good job right there to advance that ball down the fairway. That came out pretty clean,
You can also,
Frank.
Yeah,
like,
clean as a
speed
whistle,
up
and
the
now
shot
actually in great
once you
shape in
take
this
it,
par
and then
5.
the triggers. Used to be in like the older Tiger Woods PGA games just as well. Sometimes you get a bit tired of just watching your shot.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Jesus, this is for birdie. No way we're going to reach there. Like, give it a shot. Oh, fucking hell. We were close.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Okay, let's just... Hey,
yeah,
first par.
That is a very good 2-putt from where he was. That's no easy feat. And he'll come away with par. You gotta love the names of the bunkers here, don't you? They tell you all you need to know. Those coffin bunkers, you hit it in there, and you're dead.
See, kids. Mommy can put a ball into a hole.
This starting toward the right side. And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway.
The only thing I did on Sunday was Barcy family, which they're doing good for the most part.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
The only thing I really did was catch up on some shows that I was meant to checked.
Good chance at one.
I just kind of procrastinated on. That was a good shot there.
In my book, that's a good shot. You could really,
for example, I'm trying to get
into
into anime.
Just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close.
You're never too late when you
get
trying to get into
plenty
anime.
Of birdie putts.
I'm 27 next month. Here I am trying to get into anime. But I've tried. I've watched quite a few. I've watched Panty and Stocking, which Panty and Stocking is quite. It's a mix of Western and Eastern anime. It's like a blend between Western animation and Eastern animation in some ways. So it's kind of easy to get into that one. Calling it, it isn't. I mean, it is an anime, so it does count. Like the only anime that I watched as a kid was two. It was two really. Yu-Gi-Oh. I wasn't even that big into the trade. I wasn't that big into the trading card game at all. I just liked the show for what it was. I mean, do you count Avatar: The Last Airbender? I don't think you do. Because that'd be like counting Teen Titans or Hi Poofy Amiyumi. Like those aren't they said cartoons. They're fucking anime. They're definitely inspired by anime in some respects. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, because I remember it used to air on Nicktoons quite a lot. Back when Nicktoons wasn't just endless repeats of SpongeBob and Loud House. And Sonic X, yeah. But Sonic X is like wank. It was so bad. Good if you just want to follow the Sonic characters. Bad for everything else. Like watching it again is very rough.
Nope.
Oh, fucking hell, that was so close. We were so fucking close on there. Oh, first birdie as well. Missed an opportunity. Boop. There we go.
So, still no birdies on the card here on this front
We're close
side.
though. We're getting there.
With just
we could have had birdie. We just.
One of the really beautiful aspects of playing
me going on a diatribe
is
about
you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11, and we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface.
I remember getting recommended that. worst time to ever get recommended it in 2022 when my whole world pretty much went up in flames that year.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway.
Kind of struggled to get into Clanad, to be honest. It was kind of just too depressing for me. Given the time that I was watching it in, 22, 23. Yeah, probably not best watching.
So the great tee shot left him here. Now he's second from relatively close range.
That was pretty shit shot there, but I've also tried to get into its sequel series, which is Clanad After
need to
Story.
Recheck the yardage after that. That's on the
not
green,
too
but
bad.
not a real good shot.
But even then, I've only
Now from long range, this for birdie.
The entire first episode, I've literally only just watched. I think maybe like a clip here or there, maybe like clips from the episode. So I've got no real opinion on it. It's just, it's one of those animes that gets a lot of praise, obviously, and it makes people cry. So I kind of want to give it a shot. I mean, the last time I probably cried at something proper balling was fucking the third episode in Adventure Time Distant Lands. That touched me to my fucking core. And I think I just got so invested in the fucking Finn and Jake like friendships that they've had going on. I mean, they're basically there for you for like 10 seasons. Like it would make you cry. But saying that, I didn't really cry at regular show, and I always preferred regular. Oh, fucking hell, we were close there.
That's going to be short.
I always preferred regular show over
no
Adventure
stress
Time.
From there.
Yeah, again, even like the saddest moments in regular show ain't even compared to the saddest moments in like Adventure Time. To me, anyway. And what else? Fucking shit I watched. Good shot.
Okay, probably was expecting a little more from this hole after the big drive, but he does walk away with a par. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard,
first half of
a
holes,
high-lip bunker guarding the
hole
front of the
number
green.
8.
That is difficult to hold.
I have watched. I say like I've watched like a lot of episodes. I've only really watched 2, but Spy X Family, which is, you know what, it's quite a nice chill anime, which is kind of the point. I mean, it's a slice of life anime story with a spy theme, but it's actually pretty enjoyable. It's based on a manga, of course.
And that will miss off to the left and wind up in the short grass.
I'm only in
now
the third episode of the first
season. As he sets
season
up
1
his
split
second
into
from left of the green.
2 parts. There's 3 seasons at the moment. I don't know if they're going to do a 4th. There's a movie as well. I was actually going to watch the movie whilst waiting for PGA to install, but PGA just installed anyway, so what the fuck was that? Oh my god, that was such a fucking shit shot.
So many shots just being given away on the front side, and all because of the short game.
Fucking
Needing
waste
to get this
of
close.
a shot.
It's his 3rd at the par 3.
And there's no mulligans. You can't do it redo. There we go. Just get on.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Fucking horrible. Oh, that's even worse.
I just stared at that one too long. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
All right, double bogey.
Okay, he was just sort of flirting at 4 over par. Now he's headed the wrong way. Double bogey and all the way to 6 over for the round. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. And this is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the
There's a
pot
lot of
bunkers
anime
really
I'm
ought to be
going to
avoided.
try
The
out,
ones in
you
the middle of the
know.
fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side.
There's the more traditional,
like
Dragon Ball
if you
and
can carry that last one,
Pokemon,
which
of course,
is called
up
the
there,
end
Digimon.
hole, then there's a
Have
chance
one,
to perhaps
One Piece,
drive
of
the
course.
screen.
One Piece. God help me getting into that one, because that's fucking, like, loads of episodes. Same with Pokemon. Sailor Moon's another one.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Which you can check out on my Instagram account at Kiera Slaying. The
Good
best
chance
Instagram
to get one in close from
account.
here. This
It's not just
is
me
second.
saying it. I also recommend checking out my Twitter account, which is on my Twitch channel. If you head to the top section, it will come up with my Twitter account, which is at Muse's Little Bitch, and my YouTube account, which I use to export all my Twitch streams, called Advertise and Archive, which is exactly what it says on the tin.
Well, that one didn't work out.
I advertise
Didn't
the
look
fuck
bad in
out
the
my
air. It hit the
streams,
green, but
such as
didn't sit.
advertising.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Schedules, advertising. Like sometimes I'll advertise the artwork when I feel up to doing the artwork. And I also post them on Twitter as well, but Twitter and character limits suck ass. I do have a Facebook, but I don't really post on it, to be honest. It's a fucking hell, that was terrible. That a little bit less power, and I probably would have got it closer to the hole. I used to remember back in PGA 2K that I used to do some pretty good shots, and I'd actually hit the pole, but it wouldn't go in. It would just like bounce off the fucking thing. It's actually not too bad. It's kind of easier to judge where you're gonna shoot your shit in the 2K games compared to EA. So that wasn't too bad.
Just needed a little bit more, but he couldn't quite get it there. So a tap in here, it's a bogey at the 9th. And that's going to put an end to what's been a largely disappointing first 9. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur.
You know what? Fair fucks to me, because I haven't managed. I haven't done a stream where I talked.
28.
Again, since I did
then founded and built
WWE,
with Alistair McKenzie, Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson
2K25,
as you play this 340-yard
which I did the commentary for the last
match
I did on that WrestleMania card, which was a WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match. I think I did it Extreme Rules or no DQ or something like that. Seth Rollins, who I had win the Royal Rumble, and he faced Triple H, who's champion. Go figure. I'm appealing to Hunter's ego at that point. You know, WWE are going to give me a job just by giving Triple H his title, just by giving Triple H the title. Although he'd probably hate me because I pretty much picked Seth in that match and obviously beat Triple H. So.
This started toward the left side. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
Demon Slayer is another anime that seems to get like quite a bit. Dadan. There's so many fucking anime.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4.
And it's not just anime I'm talking about, like media in general, TV, movies, games, books. Like whatever you're fucking into, 24 fucking hours is not that long of time to consume all the media in the world. Like even when shows have like mass bulked their seasons into like one day. Like I remember Futurama did it recent season. Solar Opposites have done it in the past. I think they did it for the final season, which I'm actually quite sad that that show's over now. You know, it's better than Rick and Morty in my opinion. Just take a shot right there. That's not too bad. Oh, fucking hell. Like.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention.
You had the power.
Let's bring in Nota Begay the third
God,
for a
you
look
would
at birdie.
you would instill
he's had
more
trouble
hours in the
all
day.
round long reading these greens, and this is another putt with a pretty good curve to it.
More hours in the day, more hours to get the shit you want to do, and the more shit you actually enjoy doing. Like, a large bulk of a human's 24 hours is sleeping, getting up, eating, pissing, shitting, drinking. And I'm not just drinking, like talking about drinking alcohol, but like you're just doing the most mundane shit for half the day, and then you've got to go to work, and if depending on what you do for a living, you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it for X, Y, and Z reasons. That pretty much you'll complain just as much as the prices of 20 quid on a Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot the other one. Fire Red. I'm just using that as an example, and it's kind of current as well. But, you know, there's just not much time in the day to enjoy the shit that you want to do. You got to get through all the boring slog, and if it's not the boring slog, you're unconscious because you're resting, sleeping. That was shit.
Yeah, very easy to get psyched out by the movement and leave it short like that.
But I don't know. I'm pretty sure if anyone was God, they would pretty much say, I want...
that slides by to the right.
Worse.
Just never had that on target.
You would have the power to pretty much have a longer day. Longer day to get through all the shit.
Calling the medics, Frank. Can't stop the bleeding here.
Just racking the bogeys up.
Challenging 174-yard par 3 11th has been called the shortest par 5 in golf. The Hill and Strath are the archetypal greenside bunkers.
If you're an introvert, you fucking love the pandemic. If you're an extrovert, you fucking hated the pandemic. You had months to consume all the shit you wanted to consume. You had games coming out that you could easily get. You could obviously, it was a boom period for animation as well, due to live action stuff being halted due to COVID. I won't lie, it did put me out of some stuff. Like I hated watching WWE during the pandemic. I in fact just didn't watch it. I remember watching WrestleMania that year in 2020. I fucking hated it. I didn't hate the matches. I just hated the overall feel of an empty WrestleMania in
okay, that one passed the hole just a bit, but a birdie try upcoming. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Uncomfortable
over a
and
putt
just
like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've
horrible
banked
feeling.
the practice,
It
you
was the
trust
same
the
with the Apex,
process,
the
and
UFC
certainly trust the line.
Apex, or the Thunderdome as well that WWE did. Like, I remember the only thing I really watched in the pandemic, besides catching up on like cartoons and stuff, was the football. And I won't lie, it's because we did win the league during Not the 2019-20 season when COVID did happen, but 2020, 21, 21, 22, where a large chunk of fans weren't allowed in stadiums. We won the league twice. And by we, I mean Manchester City, of course. I didn't do shit. You know, all I did was either cheer the team on or rip the team a new arsehole if things didn't go well. That's the extent of my, like, contributions to... Oh, God, that was a horrible shot.
Okay, not a bad effort.
But yeah, oh, wait. What are we on? For a par. Okay, that's not too bad. We could actually get this if we just... There we go. We got it.
There. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
If we want to get our score down, we have to get birdies or eagles.
Frank, when you
I think eagle gets you like
here,
3.
Are you licking your
Takes away
chops?
3.
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze.
They've got an
if you
eagle
are playing a head
on
breeze,
this
then you've
game.
got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the
They've got
middle
an
of this
eagle
fairway.
in Tigerwood's
Touch of
PGA
help, or if you're a
Tour.
long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot
2007
bunker
on
just
PS2.
short of this green. There is gorse left and right, though.
It was either that or PGA Tour 2003. It was one of them. It was a PS2 era. Mind you, that series also had DMX on the soundtrack on 2004. I mean, the idea of saliva on a golf game or DMX on a golf game.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is
give
long.
the fucking thing
It is
so
in the
much
rough, but it appears to be a
character
pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th.
interest compared to, nowadays with golf games and the soundtracks, which I don't mind. I'm all for the jazzy, lo-fi.
It's been a tough
chill
ride.
vibe.
This would be a nice birdie.
Which is golf in general.
Yeah, can't take those for granted.
That was fucking brilliant, that shot, by the way.
And it's
but,
in for a birdie.
Golf's just...
Frank, how about
golf's
the
a
bunkers here
relaxing...
at 13? A rather ominous sounding name.
Think about it. You're just whacking a ball as hard as you can.
If you finish
into a
up
hole.
in there, well, the best you'll probably ever do is make a bogey, unless you're an absolute genius. That'd be avoided
if you're
certainly
creative
off
or you can make a game out of it,
a difficult hole.
you just
The second shot, unless you hit a
pretending
perfect
that
tee
ball
shot,
is someone you do not like, and you fucking whack that ball with so much venom and power, and you just honestly, you just feel so on top of the world at that kind of shit. Anywho, just whack another ball, boom. Yeah, I also miss having like the soundtrack into the golf game. So whilst you play golf, you can have Superstar by Saliva in the background.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough.
Or
big hit though.
From the rough, we check in with Noda.
Staring at 142 to the hole. Ball sitting up very nicely in the rough.
They're literally the only 2 golf games that have like a memorable soundtrack, in my opinion. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003
that's
and
where the
2004.
wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble.
All 7 has a
Not
decent
gonna
one.
be easy.
That's like largely indie folk and like alternative kind of genres. Like you can't go from Saliva and DMX to like that kind of stuff, and for it not to be like a bit like underwhelming in some cases. Just take another shot. Boom. God damn it.
Woo, Nelly. That one whizzes past the hole. Difficult putt coming now.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. 21 feet from pay dirt.
Shot. Wow, we massively underestimated the distance there. Should have just popped it just a bit more. God.
Okay, so that birdie from a moment ago will recede into the background. It is back to the old ways, as that's a bogey. You know, of course, it's all
I was
when
never that
instead
great
of
on these games.
white out-of-bounds sticks, they have an out-of-bounds wall. And that's
PGA
on the right.
2K21
So most players are taking it down that left side.
That's
That
kind of
landing area, and this is again how you know a course is old. It has
That
all
was when I
these
was
wonderful
good.
little names. It's known as the Elysian Fields.
To be honest, if I played these games a bit more often and a bit more commonly, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad, but not really.
No issues here.
I'm
That
just
is into the fairway.
a girl having fun, playing a golf game to two people. Who probably think there's something wrong with me. And are probably questioning my mental state. Oh shit, that's gonna go right into the bunker. God. Oh, first time in the bunker.
2 solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good.
Okay, here
Now,
we go.
just needed a good bunker shot.
Pop. Ah, God, too much fucking.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. This for birdie now at 14.
And you have to be very careful with the downhill part of this putt. It doesn't have a lot of break, but it will gather some speed.
Fuck.
Well, that's a little suspect. It never really went as fast as I thought it would.
There we go. Not
Yeah,
too
good
bad.
concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of
Yeah, once we've done all 18 holes, I will be wrapping
Only the
stream
brave
up
go down the
if-
right side. That brings in those little
unless the
bunkers
game gives
called
me some
rods,
nice little lo-fi
and
music.
they'll rob your scorecard,
in the
that's for sure.
menus. I can end it on some nice little lo-fi. Should be nice.
Some say it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Are you a believer in that? Because I actually think that was a really good shot. So it starts here.
I'd say this stream's been a success.
Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway.
No, so far,
You know
no
how to go with
problems
this second shot.
with chats, no problems with me chatting, nobody's getting annoyed.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie.
No problems, surprisingly. Anything. Like, I've chatted for an hour and 15. That's not too bad. For someone who doesn't really like chatting on Twitch, to be honest. Although when you're on Twitch, fucking hell, where the hell's that shot going? But when you're on Twitch, you've kind of got to, because it's just going to favour the algorithm so much more if you're going to speak. If you're not speaking on Twitch, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot in some ways, because Twitch and Kick are very... Fuck me, that was really close. Twitch and Kick are just very much
9 over for the day.
Leaning
Frank, the
towards
16th hole. There was a time in my life when I was in 4th grade.
You're not
I
talking,
would
you're
have
going to
really
struggle
enjoyed hitting the principal's nose.
to build an
But
audience,
that's not a good thing here.
Well,
build
I'd like
a
to think you
community,
graduated
to
past 4th grade, but
build a
and if you
career
did,
really
then
out
you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little
obviously you're
longer
going to
into
need
your
like
second shot.
all the fancy shit, but not every streamer starts off with like fancy technology, all the fancy effects and production values and all that kind of
No
nonsense.
problems
You know,
there.
you start
That's
off
going to wind up safely in the fairway.
with what you have, and then you build to it.
So after a well-placed
That's what I
start,
feel
this his
is
second from
happening.
short
You know,
range.
I've been streaming for 4 years, so I should know what I'm talking about. And I've tried all kinds of things on Twitch. You know, I've tried talking, I've tried mute. I prefer mute. Just because I don't know, I just find Jesus, this is fucking terrible.
Oh boy, far from a good shot that.
Fucking, I'm just gonna fucking blast it all over there.
Oh boy, that would have been one heck of a par. That nearly went down.
That would have
but it'll
been
slide
the
just
most
by.
brilliant shot that I ever did, and I'm not even taking it that much seriously at all.
Cleans that up in the hole. Frank, this may well be the most
If it was
famous
me
hole
on that golf
in the
course, I would have
world.
just
It's the road hole here at the Old Course, number 17.
threw the
without
golf
doubt,
club at
Rich.
something.
The vistas have changed over the years. There used to be a series
Driven
of
a
railway
caddy into
sheds
the
down the
water.
right, and you had to hit it over across those.
Just
Now you hit it off
frustration.
across the corner of the hotel. So blind tee shot, further right you go, the shorter and the better angle you have in. And you need a good angle in
Here's
because
one
you
of my
mentioned it,
iconic
road hole.
ones where you
It's got the road hole
over
bunker
the,
that sits perfectly in that left front of this par 4 green.
Oh, right over the
Well,
buildings.
not much to cheer about so far, but that should be worth the smile. Good tee shot and safely in the fairway.
I think the only bit of golf I've ever watched in my life was...
From the fairway Nota, this his
I think it was
second.
the Ryder Cup
146
this year.
yards left to the hole, struggling all
Not
day,
this year.
looking to do something good here.
Oh, we're only 2 months into the fucking year. What the fuck am I talking about? Last year, Ryder Cup. Granted, the only golfer I really know nowadays is Rory McIlroy. You know, everyone else is retired or passed away, for God's sake. Jack Nicklaus retired. Tiger Woods retired. Ooh, that was so close. Arnold Palmer, of course, rest in peace. Passed away 10 fucking years ago, by the way, this year.
Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a
Sadly,
par.
also, same
Headed
year,
for home now with a
Trump got
Royal and
inaugurated,
Ancient
and not
behind the
inaugurated,
green,
but
a
Trump
chance
won
to
the
cross the
election.
Swilken Bridge, just as Jack Nicklaus did, as Arnold Palmer did, as so many of the legends of the sport have done. This is a special place in the game.
Okay, the iconic 18th hole at St Andrews, over the bridge, the famous bridge. Shot. Boop. Time is it?
And this ball absolutely piped. It is right down the middle.
3 in the morning. I'm gonna have to get a new headset, like, as well, just for a bit more professional. There we go. The iconic walk over the bridge. Oh, okay. I was wondering why.
A little bit of an awkward distance for
holding
this.
on to
His
something.
second.
Let's try and end it without embarrassing ourselves too much. Oh, that was close there. Play a bit
All right,
more.
that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close.
Fuck it. Overshot just a bit.
Now a 7-footer.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
a
there
good
we go.
putt. Able to save par here at 18. And that's going to be a round of 82. Alongside Frank Nobilo,
I mean, we were
Rich
shit.
Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now.
But, too bad.